Hi, my name is Kayla. I'm from the Duke Center for Living at Farrington, and today we will be doing an intermediate Pilates class. So I have Taylor here and Stephanie. They're going to be helping us out throughout the class. All you need is a Pilates mat or yoga mat, maybe a blanket if you have tight hip flexors or hamstrings, and then also maybe a set of hand weights if you'd like to grab those. So you may or may not use them depending on your experience and level, but we might have them just as an available option for the roll-ups. I've got that coming for you later in class. So we'll be doing a lot of classical movements with some contemporary movements mixed in. We'll start standing for our warm-up and we'll get a good little workout in. This should take about 20 minutes and let's get started. All right, we're going to get started with that warm-up. Go ahead and take your feet about hip width apart here. Give me a nice big shoulder roll. I want you to bend into your knees, really feel where your feet are on the mat, and then give me a little tilt with the hips, a little pelvic tuck. Find that core, that root, and then rise up with your chest. Feel that nice strong support from underneath. We're going to close our eyes here if you feel comfortable and take a few deep Pilates breaths. So our core is engaged. As we breathe in, we're going to expand our rib cages out and back. And then as we exhale, the ribs are going to knit together. Let's try that a few times. Big inhale and exhale. Big inhale and exhale. Keep that going. You can do it at your own breath, your own pace. Really feel your ribs expanding out to the side and back. And let them come, cave in on that exhale. Try not to hold your breath in between each inhale and exhale. Just getting used to that feeling. One more breath here. And relax. Still pulling that belly button in, lifting from your pelvic floor for that base. We're going to take a big inhale, look up toward the ceiling. And exhale, look down toward the floor, but I want you to reach up and over with that neck so you stretch out the back of your neck. Big inhale, look up. Maybe imagine a little egg or a small tennis ball here that you're reaching up and over so you create that length in your neck. Big inhale, looking up. And as you come forward, really try to memorize this neck position. It's going to be the safest option for you as we progress through class. Inhale, look up. And exhale down and hold that for just a moment again. So we have about the space of a hard-boiled egg, 2 or 3 inches between your chin and your clavicle here. And we're really lifting through the back of the neck so we get this lovely stretch. Big inhale, start to roll the chin to the right. And exhale, bring it back down. Roll to the left, warming up through the neck here so that it's nice and ready for our practice today. Going at your own breath, your own pace. Feeling the neck as it stretches. Maybe you're able to get a little further with each roll. Let's go one more time in each direction. And come back down, look up. Give me some shoulder rolls here. Starting to loosen up through the shoulders. We can take our arms a little wider here, bringing the elbows up and around. Or if you'd like, you can take those hands, leading with your pinky as you come up and as you come down. Nice big rotation here, stretching through the shoulders. Taking whichever option works the best for you. You can follow Stephanie today if you want a lighter option. You can follow Taylor and myself for more intense options throughout class. And let's reverse directions. You can start low again, keeping your hands by your side, or bringing the elbows up and around, or taking the thumbs back behind you, overhead and down toward the floor. And relax. We're going to do some back strokes here. Maybe add a little rotation. Try to really stretch out through the front of the chest here. Aiming for that diagonal. Feeling your weight shift a little bit in your feet. looking back if it feels comfortable. If that twisting motion isn't for you just yet, you can go back to those arm circles that we started with. Just one or two more here. And relax. We're going to move into the spine to warm it up. Again, generous bend in the knees here. Scoop up through the belly button. Round your back and reach your arms forward. Nice big curve through the spine. Lift through your feet, your hips, your chest. Coming up for that chest stretch. Let's flow through this. It's like a nice standing cat-cow. Preparing the spine, working through some smaller articulations. Big exhale as you reach forward and round toward the back. Big inhale as you lift your chest through. One more time in each direction. And relax. And we're going to take our feet a little wider. You can point your toes out to the sides if you would like. We're going to take a nice big inhale, reach both arms up. Take that right arm, reach it up high, drop the left, maybe even bend over to the side. Big inhale coming up. Exhale, coming to the other side, creating length through the body here. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, coming over. Really ground through your feet. Big inhale. So as you're reaching over to the right, ground through that left foot. Big inhale, reach up. And to the other side, ground through your right foot. One more time each direction. And last time. And relax. Hopefully you feel nice and stretched. Go ahead and give a little bend in those knees, just kind of a little squat. Again, tucking that tailbone under, pulling that belly button into your spine. Reach up toward the ceiling. So from here, I want you to pretend you're climbing a ladder. You're lifting from your ribs to send one arm higher, return, and then the other one, just isolating here through the midsection. Keep an eye on those shoulders. We want to keep them down on the back. We don't want them to reach up toward the ears. Again, just little movements here, preparing the core and the torso. Let's do one more in each direction. And relax, shake it out. Maybe roll those ankles a little bit if you need to as well. We're going to come to the short end of our mats. We're going to get started with our main class today. Hopefully you're feeling nice and loose through your torso. This is also going to help us loosen up through our legs as well. So again, you can follow Stephanie here for a lighter option, Taylor and myself for a more intense option. We're going to big inhale, reach it up. On the exhale, I want you to pull your belly button into your spine, round through the back, coming down to a forward fold here. Lifting the hips up. Now, if you want an easier option, you'll keep your arms close to your body, or you can bring your arms up and away as you stand back up, rolling one vertebrae at a time, all the way up your spine. Big inhale, reach back for me. Exhale, round and flow down here. One vertebrae at a time. Just a little standing roll up here. Big inhale. Coming up one vertebrae at a time. Use that inhale all the way back. Exhale, fold forward. Starting to prepare those hamstrings. You can keep a generous bend in those knees if you need to. Last time, big inhale, reach it up. And exhale, come on down. All right, bend those knees as much as you need to plant your hands. We're going to walk out to a plank position, rolling heel of the hand to the tip of the fingers. All right, find that strong plank, shoulders are backing down, belly button's tucked nice and in. We're going to take that right leg, lift it up into the air. I want you to squeeze your glute to give me 5 pulses toward the ceiling. Relax, big inhale, other side, exhale, pulse. And relax. Start to walk your hands back to your feet. And take your time, roll it up, nice big inhale. We're going to do this a few times. And exhale, come down. Inhale, walk it out. Set your feet, right leg. Here we go. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come on back up. Rounding up. We're going to do that one more time. Everything's going to be short and sweet today. Exhale, roll it forward. Inhale, walk it out. Right foot pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. We're going to shift forward. Come down to your knees if you need to. And lower all the way down onto your belly, keeping those elbows nice and tight. And relax. Are you feeling a little warmer now? All right. We're going to pause here for just a moment, taking a nice deep breath. All right, we're going to go into some back extension work here. So again, remember to lengthen through the spine. Go ahead and find your hip bones. Make sure they're nice and level. Pull that belly button into your spine as if you could create enough space, again, to put that little hard-boiled egg right underneath your belly button. So first I want you to exhale, and I want you to relax your upper body completely. It's almost like the point between your shoulders is the highest point on a dome. And on the inhale, I want you just to pull your shoulder blades back and together. Your elbows are wide here. Your hands are out in front of your shoulders. And I want you to peel up as much as you feel comfortable. You can leave your hands down or you can bring them up by your ears, creating that length and that extension. Exhale, come down. We're going to do a slow swan rocker here as well. So bringing your feet together, your inner thighs together. We're going to squeeze your inner thighs and your hamstrings to lift the legs off of the mat. Still keeping your shoulder blades pulled back and down together, or if you want a little break, you can come all the way forward. So let's relax everything down to the mat. We're going to create a little rocker here. So first, draw your shoulder blades back and down together, holding that, lifting up, creating that extension from your chest, and then hold this as you lean forward, lift your legs. And drop your feet, lift a little higher. So you can either drop completely down to the mat with Stephanie as you lift your legs, or you can keep lifted with Taylor and myself. Just rocking back and forth, letting the feet lift, letting the chest lift. This is a nice prep move for the full swan. We won't be doing that today, but working through extension, rocking back and forth. Let's do this 3 more times. Dropping the feet, lifting the chest. Dropping the chest, lifting the legs. In 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Place your hands right beside your rib cage here. Elbows pin into your sides. You can either push back through a modified plank or a full plank. And we're going to go into child's pose. Rounding through the back. Releasing it here. Nice work. And from here, we're going to turn to come onto our sides here. So we're going to face the long end of our mat. We're going to place our elbow right underneath our shoulder. Our hips are going to be in line with our elbow, and our knees are going to be a little bit more forward. We're going to work on mermaid today. So with this one, we're going to layer it up so that you can pick the option that works the best for you. So first off, I want you to place your top arm underneath you, underneath your ribs, and I want you to push away from the mat, lifting your ribs up toward the ceiling. So shoulders are stacked in line. One is not in front of the other. We don't want rotation here. Just a nice strong lift and relax. Come back down. So we can either work from here with our elbow underneath, or if you want to come up onto your hand, you have that option as well. So option 2, we're going to lift up into our knees as well. So still lifting through the hips, creating that nice long line here. And come back down. One more time, lift it up nice and tall. And come back down. Now, your feet can be stacked or you can have one foot in front of the other, toe to heel here. And we're going to lift up into our feet if you would like as well. So big inhale, lift it up. Exhale, come down. One more time, lift it up. And exhale, come down. So we're gonna add this into the mermaid. The mermaid, we're gonna bring our feet a little closer. You're gonna push off of your bottom arm, lift up, grab onto your ankles, and get a nice side stretch on the other way. So pick whichever side plank variation works the best for you. Again, if you want to come down onto your hand as well, you have that option. We're going to take our arm first, come down into that side plank position, place it either on the rib cage or on the hips here, lift up into the plank of your choice, take that top arm overhead, really lift your hips up toward the ceiling, slowly drop the hips down, tuck the legs in, and then come the other way. Nice big side stretch here. A few more times here, placing the arm down, lifting up into mermaid, into that side plank, and then flipping back up, getting that lovely side stretch on the other side. Keep that going. Let's go 2 more times. Big lift. And other side. Last one. Nice big stretch here. And relax. Do you feel nice and open on the side that was down toward the mat? I do. All right, let's flip and get the other side. So again, layering from the bottom, keeping the elbow underneath your shoulder. Hips are in line with your elbow. Knees are a little bit forward. Legs can be stacked or one foot in front of the other. Top arm comes underneath the ribs. Go ahead and lift your ribs up toward the ceiling. Start to get your body prepared for that movement. And then sink them down toward the floor. One more time, big lift. And sink it down. All right, either staying there or coming up onto your knees. Big lift. And sink it down. One more time, big lift. And sink it down. You can take your legs out here if you'd like. All right, big lift. And sink it down. One more big lift. And sink it down. Bring those feet in. Grab them with the other arm and lift up. Get that nice side stretch. Here we go. Coming down. Again, find your elbow underneath. Pick whichever option works for you. Let's go into that full mermaid. Lifting up, extending. Sending those hips nice and high. Dropping the hips, bringing the feet in, and coming the other way. Let's keep that going. See if you can find that Pilates breath for this last one. Nice big lift. And relax. All right, so we're going to turn to face the long end of our mat with our feet nice and long. I'm going to face you guys so you can see me. So if you want to sit on a yoga blanket here, you can. That'll help with your hip flexors and hamstrings. Your feet are only going to be about as wide as your mat would be from the short side. So we don't want something super extended here. Just something nice and even. Find those sit bones. Legs are straight. Shoulders come back and down here. We're going to bring those arms up. And then we're going to exhale, reach them forward. Reach out for those toes. Trying to keep a nice straight back here. Big inhale, exhale, fold a little further. You can round that back on that second breath. Inhale, roll it up one vertebra at a time. Nice big inhale, reach. Exhale, reach with this flat back. Inhale, drop the hands. Exhale, roll forward. And inhale, roll it back up. One more time, big inhale, reach. Exhale, reach. Drop the hands. Exhale a little further. Inhale, roll it up. Just prepping those hamstrings a little bit here. So see if you can flex your feet for me. Roll those shoulders back and down. Find your root. Pull up from that belly button and pelvic floor. Arms come out to the side. Now our arms always stay in line with our shoulders. We never let them come forward or back. Shoulders are remaining back and down. Take a nice big inhale. We're gonna rotate over our right leg, right hand comes behind us. On the exhale, give me 3 pulses. Inhale, coming back to the front. Exhale, twisting 3 pulses. Now that pulse and that twist comes from your rib cage here, from your core, not from your arms. Big inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale, exhale. Now, if you like that, you can stick with that while we go into saw. So if rotation is something that's kind of hit or miss for you, maybe isolating that rotation would be good, or isolating that forward fold if you'd like to, or we're gonna combine both into saw. So on a big inhale, we're gonna reach our arms out. We're gonna take our left arm toward our right pinky toe, reach out nice and long, saw off that pinky toe. Big inhale, come back up. Going to the other side. Twist, reach, coming on up. Big reach, side to side here. See if you can reach back with that back hand as much as you're concentrating on that forward hand. One more time. And relax, sitting up nice and tall, bringing those legs in. We're gonna roll down onto our back from here. So if you wanna keep your knees bent, you can, or you can take your legs out straight, whatever feels good for you today, or even just keeping a little bend in them if you'd like. Big inhale, arms come forward. Exhale, pull that belly button into your spine. Roll down, 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way down onto the mat here. So we're gonna bring our feet in. Get nice and comfortable here. We're gonna get set up for our 100. So you have the option with Stephanie of keeping your feet down on the mat. You can bring your feet to tabletop with me, or you can extend your legs all the way out, finding that Pilates view with Taylor. Again, if you kick them up toward the ceiling, it's a little easier. If you drop them lower, it's a little harder. And then before we get started, I want to talk about your head position and your shoulders. So find that length that we worked on in the warm-up. Chin is about 2 or 3 inches away from the chest. As you peel off the ground, we want to keep that head over our chest here. So we don't want to leave it behind. If you keep your arms higher towards your knees, it's going to be a little easier. Or if you keep your arms lower, it's going to be a little harder. So mix and match, find the best position for you that you can hold and maintain that form. Stephanie's going to count for us today. All right, find that position. Big inhale, set, exhale. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at your navel here. Nice strong pumps with the arm. If you need to adjust throughout, maybe make things a little easier, or maybe you're like, man, I got this today, and you want to make things a little harder, do what feels right for you. Don't lose your neck here, still looking down at that navel. And relax. Stephanie counted for us today, and that was great. Hopefully you felt a little bit more heat in that as well. All right, next we're going to go into our roll-up. So if you have those hand weights nearby, you can grab them. We're going to hang on to one in each hand. The more weight you have, the easier it's going to be. The less weight you have, the harder it's going to be. So you can either put your feet on the floor with your knees bent for an easier modification, or you can take your legs straight to make it a little more challenging. So from here, we're going to take a big inhale, exhale, and then on the next inhale, we're going to start to peel ourselves up into a seated position. All right, go ahead and take that breath and roll on up. Going at your own breath, your own pace, dropping those weights down by your side or lifting the arms overhead. If you do have the weight in your hand, I don't want you to go overhead with it. I want you to keep it down. So from here, we're going to exhale, roll back 1 vertebrae at a time. All right, take your time with this. We're gonna go for about 5 to 8 of these, depending on your speed. Here we go, take your time and go for it. Trying to take momentum out of it. Exhale, roll down. Using that breath to peel yourself up. Let's do 2 more here. And last one. And when you're finished, roll all the way back down onto the mat. All right. From here, you can either bend your knees, pointing them up at the ceiling. With Stephanie, we're going to go into single leg circles, starting with that right leg, or you can extend your leg all the way down. So we're going to start by pointing that toe up toward the ceiling, maybe leaving it a little bent. If you have it bent, use your knee to draw the circle. Toes come up towards your nose, up, out, and away to the outside of the body and around. So if you want a little gentle option, you can imagine tracing a backward D on the ceiling with that straight line lining up with the outside of your torso. Or if you want to take it a little further out to the side, you can. Still pulling your belly button in, finding that root block underneath here to support yourself. And let's go the other direction. Still using that nice Pilates breath. Don't hold your breath. One more circle with this leg. And relax. Let's place it down. Again, finding that root block, setting your leg, starting with it up at your nose, going out to the outside of your body, down and around, or keeping it in line with your torso if you prefer. Again, any clicking or popping, try to make that circle smaller. And let's reverse directions. Still having that core engaged, shoulders are relaxed. Nice long lines here. And relax it down. All right, we're going to roll over onto our side. Doesn't matter which, we'll get one side first and then the other. So on this, you can either have your head propped on your hand, or you can lay all the way down. We do want our shoulders to be stacked and in line. Our hips are stacked and in line, and our feet are going to be slightly forward with straight legs here. I want you to lift that top leg up, pull your belly button into your spine. We're going to flex that top foot. We're going to pulse twice to the front on an exhale, and on the inhale, sweep it back. Use that glute to send it back. Here we go. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Keeping that upper body still and relax. All right, we're going to turn our toes slightly toward the ceiling, get a little rotation up here in the upper thigh. We're going to flex the foot as we bring our foot up. Point the foot as we come up. Flex the foot as we come down. Here we go. Nice big point and flex. Point and flex. 3, 4, last one, and 5. So you can pick between those two options for our next round, or if you'd like, you can draw your toes in up to your knee, extend out, flex the foot, come down. Pick which option works the best for you. Let's go for 5. Lift and lower. And relax. How's that outer thigh feeling? Awesome. We're going to flip over and get the other side. Again, resting your head on your arm or supporting your neck here, your head. Shoulders are in line, hips are in line. We're going to start with that forward pulse. So flexing the foot, 2 pulses. Inhale, come back. Here we go, exhale. Two more. Last one. And relax. So again, pointing the foot up, flexing, coming down. Here we go. Nice big lift and exhale down. Last one. And relax. Pick which one you like the best, or you can draw your knee up and flex down. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. How's that other side feeling? Awesome. So we're going to flip onto our back, finishing up with some core work here. Again, pull your belly button in, pull up from your root here. We're going to start by hugging your right knee into the chest, sending your left leg long. We're going to go for our single leg stretches here. So you can keep your knee bent, or if you want to extend your leg, you can have it straight. We're going to exhale twice, inhale as you switch. Here we go, exhale. Nice long neck here. Look down at your belly button. Last time each side. And relax, hug those knees into your chest, relax your head down. We're going to go for our double leg stretch next. So on this one, you can either keep your legs a little bent, arms a little bent, or you can fully extend. So we're going to exhale, come into a little ball here, staring at your belly button. Extend the legs out, the arms out, circle the arms around, and come back in. Here we go. 2 more. And relax it back down. Hopefully getting a little fire in that core with this. So we're going for our crisscross stretch next. We're going to take our hands by our ears. We're going to extend one leg, lift, opposite elbow to knee. Exhale to one side, inhale to the other. The higher you kick, the easier it's going to be. The lower you kick, the harder it's going to be. Let's go. Stare at that belly button. Try not to rock side to side. You have a strong center, strong midline in 3, 2, and 1. Relax. All right, we're going to finish up with my favorite movement here. Feet are hip width apart, knees are pointed up towards the ceiling, shoulders are rolled back and down. On a big inhale, let the belly fill. On the exhale, pull your belly into your spine. Start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Lift those hips up into a bridge. And then roll back down. Getting that articulation in both directions here. Exhale, rolling up. And inhale, rolling down. If you have tight hip flexors, you might feel a nice stretch across the front of your hips as you lift them up. Squeeze into those glutes, pull your shoulders back and down. Create a nice, strong line. Let's do that a few more times. Rolling up and down. Last one. And relax. Hug those knees into your chest. Maybe roll the ankles here. And when you're ready, we're going to roll onto one side. Use that top arm to help press yourself up into a seated position. Legs can be crisscrossed, or if you want to come to a kneeling position, you can. Let's take a few nice deep inhales, looking up toward the ceiling. Down toward the ground, stretching out that neck from our practice today. You guys did a great job. One more time, looking up. And down, hold it down there, rolling the chin to the right. And down, and to the left. And down one more time each side. And relax back down to the middle and leg forward. Thank you guys for joining us today. It was a pleasure practicing with you. Feel free to do any of those moves again if you'd like, a little bit more attention on those areas. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.